Yo. Wow, sorry, I'm just watching gold just fall. Gold is just... Gold is just... Hold on. Gold is just falling off the map right now. One second, guys. Look at this sell-off though. Wow. It's good. But yeah, this is a nice little drop on gold. Nice little drop. Nice little drop. So I was trying to wait for some structure, but gold ain't really... It's not really giving me any structure right now. I did see like a continuation pattern on the 15-minute time frame. Oh, sorry. On the 15. Let's put that here. So just basically structure, just looking for a support or resistance and then to sell back through. So we kind of got this continuation pattern, got a nice pullback, top wick, and then just filled the wick and just continue dropping. But entry wise for me, I don't have it. I didn't have it. I'm looking at levels to the left. I was looking at levels to the left, so I had a support here. Ideally, if I had a closure below 59.61, that would have been perfect. See this one. So yeah, I like, at least for me the confirmation is a closure. This would have been nice here. Top wick, re-break the low, sells down through the range. Clean range to the left. Look at this 4 hour. Also the 4 hour candle, my 4 hour candle barely had a top wick. Barely had a top wick. So I don't think gold pulls all the way back up in this session to come back for this top wick. Maybe after FOMC, if gold decides to push. But like closure below here, I'd have been selling into the support that already got tapped, and then we had a pullback and we closed through this. So this probably would have been the best entry here. But at this point, I'm waiting for, like I said, some structure, and then if I can get a resistance, then I'll take the sells back down to the bottom of the range. But it's just straight bare candles right now, just straight bare candles. No good for me. No good for me. You think this is FOMC priced in? It could be. It could be. I've been expecting sells pretty much for the whole week, just based on the upcoming news and how I think gold was going to react to it in the first place. Let's go to the daily. So daily, yesterday's and Monday's daily candles were very weak, not much movement, not bullish, very weak bearish. But then we finally broke yesterday's low, and that was a very good indication that price was going to continue down. But that was like, it's in the range, it's in the 4 hour range. And then, like I said, 4 hour barely had a top wick, but we just opened and just drove straight down. So if this support here held, I was anticipating a bit of a pullback, at least a pullback to create this top wick, but you just slapped right out of the range. I still got 2 hours left. Still 2 hours left. So now the 30-minute and 1 hour, we're just driving down. These are, I mean, the past 2 hours, very, very big moves. Very, very big. Big moves. Yeah, I just want to wait for some structure, see if we can get in on some of these sells too. Get in some of this move. We did have someone in the Discord that was got in at Asian highs. So I know their trade is looking real good right now. 1,000 pips, nearly 1,000 pips up. Real nice, very nice, very nice. A beautiful retest. Let's see pound yen. Pound yen is just ranging. Nas, oh, Nas is dropping. Afternoon. Markets are falling. Everything, right? And that Nas. I can't believe how much gold has dropped though in the space of like an hour. Massive move, massive. Alright, let's see how gold reacts to this support below. 49.13 area. Reckon, guys, we're gonna just drive right through. So what's below on the higher time frames? He's hit, not the other one. Alright, so we got a 4-hour support right here. And then we have another 4-hour. But this is like the daily support as well. So this has been my sell target for the past, I want to say week and a half. 48.60s area. Let's see what happens here. So you get just a little reaction here. Just a little bounce, or if we just drive right through. But one thing you don't want to do is catch a falling knife, they say. When prices is dropping, you don't want to try catch. You don't want to call the lows. Wait for a setup, wait for a sign of a reversal. If you are expecting, or if you do see a pullback. Especially when gold is this volatile. Let's see. We've got a 30-minute and a 4-hour level right here. So we'd expect a bit of a hold. This is gonna be a good day today. Yeehaw, hello. Hello, are you ready for today? Double news day. Early news, late news. This gold sell-off it's overdue, I'm telling you. It's definitely overdue. FOMC definitely given a definitely bearish. It's been bearish. Interest rates. I just didn't think the sales would come so early. I mean, I spoke about it being priced in. About the sales priced in, but if it is gonna continue down, I would expect to pull back before FOMC if the sales were gonna continue. Because it's like jumping into the sales already when price is already at the lows. It's not playing about, it's just busting through every level, like it's nothing. So yeah, I'm just waiting on some structure now. Just waiting on some structure because I don't want to take a sell at these lows. I want gold to create a little support for me, and then I could jump in. If you can give me that, that would be amazing. That new 15 is about to open. I can't call this. I can't count this as a closure below. I need a 30-minute closure, but even so. John, how you doing? Did you get into your trades? I'm waiting patiently, very patiently for gold to give me an entry, a nice entry. Do you think we'll actually close below 5,000? We'll get a closure below 5,000? I was trading US 30. I couldn't enter gold, but now waiting to see whether it'll give me structure. Yeah, same. We just need a bit of structure on gold. Just a bit. Let's see how it reacts to 4,900s. If we get a little bounce, or if we just drive straight through. But my target is, it's not low. It's at this point, it's only about 500 pips away for gold. See if we just drive through 4,900 and just keep going. But this is very big sell-off. At 49, pretty much. Look, just very big 1 hour candles. Let's see. 480 pips. 320 pips. This one already 320 pips. So I'd only expect a reaction at 4,900 because it's, you know, a psychological level, it's a round number. Nothing, I don't expect a reversal, just a little pullback. Nope, looks like we're driving right through. Yeah, gold is gone, man. Gold is gone. Look at this 4 hour candle. This 4 hour candle is huge. Nearly 1,000 pips. on just a 4-hour candle. How was US 30? You didn't want to just stick to gold again? Swing up just a bit. Give us some structure here. Jeez, just a little bit of structure, that would be great. Actually looks like a break and retest on the 15. Close below the support, retested top wick. It's done that quite a lot. Retested a few broken supports. Just kept driving down. Why does it keep doing this? Hold on. Too many screens open. There we go. Right, you stay there. Yeah, I'm just waiting on the structure for some sells. I mean, what's the likelihood of gold just driving straight down with no pullbacks? It's got a pullback somewhere. Is that it? Wow, there's no easing up on these sells. So, let's look at something else while gold is doing its thing. GJ daily is bearish. It flips bullish. It might break this previous high and continue up. Talking about this pounding structure, how it looks like it's created a nice support on the daily and should keep pushing, especially tomorrow after all of the interest rates that are dropping starting tonight. So tonight is Bank of Japan interest rates during Asian session. Never has a specific time. And then in the afternoon, got the pound interest rates as well. So That's going to be interesting. Let's see GJ do his thing. Nas, damn, Nas is still falling. Nas is just... Well, now what's the theory? If Nas is falling, gold is going to drop. They behave the same, pretty much. It's looking that way. Let's see if gold can actually push below 4,900 and keep going. So far, we've just kind of been hovering around 49, making our way down. I just need a bit of structure, man. Just give me a support, and then, you know, a resistance to sell down from, and I'm good. All the way down to 48.60, 48.70. I'm in. If the sales are happening now, could FOMC be bullish? Right, so when it comes to the interest rates, you have to pay attention to what's called the Fed dot, the dot plot. And what they do is they say this is where we think the rates are going to be at different points of the year. And that gets updated at every meeting. So that's what you have to listen out for. They'll say whether they think the rates will be increased or decreased at the meeting. So not at 6 o'clock, it will be at 6:30. After Jerome Powell speaks, then they release like the statements, or all be on the website, and then you find out, you know, what they want to do. There's also, the markets also predict when the rates are going to get cut. So March cuts were pretty much off the table. They did say they were thinking there was going to be 2 rate cuts this year. So it wasn't going to be March. June, I think June had a 50%. June had a 50%. I just read this like this week. June had 50%, and now the probability dropped to, I think, 20%. So that's why gold is going to be bearish, because they're not going to drop the rates. Maybe end of the year. But if you think about everything that's going on, inflation, you've got this war stuff going on, like the economy is not doing great, GDP wasn't wonderful, so there's still jobs. Got NFP that missed, massive miss. So yeah, there's a lot to be worked out before they start messing with monetary policy. A lot to fix, a lot to wait for. Alright, new 30-minute candle about to open. Can we get just a slight retracement? That's all. Nothing crazy, just a bit of a push up. But I mean, like, these sells are happening now, but we could still get like more sells later. It's not to say that this 1,000 pip drop is going to be it. We could get another 1,000 pip drop this evening. without a pullback, without a crazy pullback. We could pull back maybe a couple hundred pips and then fall another 1,000, you know? Still have what, 5.5 hours till news? So much time left. So much time. And if this 4-hour candle can drop 1,000 pips, shoot. Damn, just open and drop. Not gonna give us no pullback. Wow, guess not. Guess not. Reason I can't take these sells here because I need like, what am I gonna use for a stop loss? These candles are huge. 370 pips, 380 pips for a stop. Even using entry candle high, I couldn't, because the way price swings, swing up, make a longer top wick, come back down. A little support down here. Nice clean range though. Very clean range. Always feel like I'm selling at the lows after drops like this. Yeah, same. That's why I don't, after a big move, yeah, I like to wait for, I need to see some green candles in between. Just, one or two green candles, just one green candle even, and then maybe sell after that one. That would just make me feel a bit better. If price wants to come and retest the lows, then that's fine. But yeah, selling here. Damn. Gold ain't playing around today, boy. Gold is not playing around. Barely made a top wick for this 30-minute. Just opened and dropped. You know, if there's this much selling pressure, we might not get many top wicks. It is what it is. Might just hit my daily target already, and then what? Then I don't know after that. We come down to this daily support and we get lower than this, then I'm thinking Haroon, what's good? if we break this support, then yeah, we just target the next one, 4,700. Looks like everything is tanking. Everything is tanking. $760, so another 1,000 pips below, maybe. All I can do is just go level to level. That's all I'm looking at. Zone to zone, level to level, higher time frame support to higher time frame support. But yeah, this is just gotta wait as per usual. As per usual. Oh, that was news. I forgot we had PPI just now, didn't we? PPI, so good numbers, which is also bearish for gold. So there we go. PPI is bearish for gold. That makes sense. I think everything's still selling. Yeah, if anything, that PPI just helped the sales. Morning, Kamar. Morning, home of cars, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Doing the sell from yesterday. Oh, nice, nice. Nice, nice. Missed my entry this morning. Damn, Benny. I'm just waiting. You and me both. You and me both. But for me, I don't feel like I missed any sells. I just didn't have any setups. Like, that was it. I've been looking for sells. I've been bearish on gold since, I guess, since Monday. But there was nothing I saw that really made me want to get in. This gold has just been ranging. $50, 18 TP is 47.75. Cool. Halfway there. Halfway there already. Damn, gold's nearly at my sell target for the day. 200 pips away. Lean range to the left. There's no, for me, there's no 30-minute, 1 hour levels in between here. Just down. 530 pip clean range. Look at this 5-minute candle. Gold said, yep. Look at this. 4-hour candles over 1,000 pips. Barely a top wick. Barely a top wick. Wild work. No pullbacks. just top wicks and more sells. Who's waiting for buyers? Waiting for buyers. I ain't waiting for buyers. I'm waiting for some structure. That's all. I've been bullish since Monday. I mean, bearish since Monday. FOMC was always going to be bearish. I just didn't expect. I mean, I kind of said if like the news could get priced in. That's always a possibility, because everyone knows how it was going to play out. It's not news that the rates aren't going to drop. That wasn't news. What I didn't expect though is a 4-hour candle to be over 1,000 pips before NY session even opened. But the whole a lot of markets are just tanking right now. Okay, except GJ. But look at Nas. Nas is dropping. Let's look. S&P. US 30. Like everything. Everything is dropping, so I'm not even surprised with gold, you know? Came close to my TP. Same, wasn't expecting the cliff dive pre-NY. Listen, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. But I don't want buyers, but I want structure. I want gold to create some structure. That's all. Just a little support. A very small pullback, or however big the pullback is, and then I want it to continue. But after 1,000 pip pull, I would expect a small pullback. Exactly. See, it's just, it makes sense. It makes sense. I was expecting a small pullback way before this, before we got down here. But we will get one. We will, you know. Price moves in waves, not just move straight down, but you just have to be patient. When the move is finished, or not finished, when it's taking a break, we'll get a small pullback and then we can just jump in again. That's it, simple as. What I'm not going to do is try to catch this falling knife. That's what I'm not going to do. Let's try to catch the lows, or call the lows. From gold, give us a little support, just a little support. We might have to wait for the next hour, to be fair. What's this 15-minute candle looking like? Like every other candle, just bearish. Damn, Goldie. Alright, so it's hitting to my daily support area. Can we get a bounce now, or can I get a bounce? Just a little bounce. Jeez. Sell's going crazy, right? Haven't seen a green candle in a minute. Wasn't expecting gold to be at this area until after FOMC. Man, I'm not surprised at the sells. I'm surprised at how strong the sells have been, because news does get priced in. So now I'm thinking, if we're selling this early, could FOMC push up because we are super priced in? Super duper priced in. 15-minute, we're just gonna break the low and just keep dropping. There's just no, it's not letting up on these sells. We do, eh? What can we do but wait? It's crazy to think price was in the 5,000s this morning when I woke up. We're down here. Jeez. What's crazy to me is this 4 hour has barely a top wick. Barely has a top wick. The IC market's 4 hour, barely. Gotta love gold, man. So much movement. So much movement. After so much ranging. Hey, I was saying in the Discord this morning, the longer the consolidation, the stronger the breakout. That's it. It's the thing. And if you think about, you know, why we were waiting before the breakout, we had very strong, high impact news that's going to impact gold today. So today's the day. Today's the day. We knew it was going to break out today. We just didn't know which way it was going to go. Didn't know when, how strong the breakout was going to be. Now we know. Now we know. Now we know. Now we know. I just want gold to give me an entry, that's all. Just, you know, just give me a little slice. Just a little slice. It's hovering around this support level, hovering around these 70s. And it's been doing those, it's been giving us those 100 pip drops. Like once it breaks through an area, once it drives, it's been driving very quickly. Alright, how quick we're gonna get out of these 70s? Go on, keep dropping. Crazy candles. I wonder how much of a retracement we're gonna get of this 4-hour candle, if we get any. What's this? 1,200 pips. Still got an hour to go. Wow. Oh, now we pull back just a little. Reaction of a higher time frame support. Beautiful. I mean, it's not actually that much, like 150 pips. Right, are we gonna stay below the 4900s? We moved through the 4900s very quickly today. Very quickly today. My M30 barely has a top wick near 5901. Oh yeah, it just opened and dropped. It literally just opened and just fell. Open and just fell out the sky. As with most of these candles. Alright, what else we got going on? GJ still chilling in this range. Yeah. Nas still tanking. Beautiful. No change there. I just need gold to give me a support, man. Just give me a support. Just one candle pushing up. Next candle, I can sell that candle. And I'm good to go. I am. Drop right back down again. And these drops have been big. 20, 30 pip swings. And noted it for some time in the future, not today. But H1 59.92 from a few hours ago, no top wick. Yeah, that's my 4-hour candle. That's my 4-hour candle. That's the 4-hour candle I was talking about that opened and then just dropped down. Look. Just opened and dropped. Yep. Definitely noted. Definitely noted. Trust me. But I mean, as far as that top wick, I don't know if that's coming today, to be honest. And then don't forget, this candle now is news as well. This 30-minute candle, that's PPI that just came out. Good numbers. Good numbers across the board. So, you know, this would have been bearish for gold too. Helped with the drive down. So imagine we've got 2 lots of news today that's potentially going to be very bearish for gold. So yeah, the sells are all making sense right now. I can't believe how much gold has dropped this quick. Honestly. Honestly, what a drop. Whole thing just dropped. Damn, look at that. What's that? 100 pips real quick. Boom. Oh man. Hope everyone have a great day. You too, man. You too. Hope you hit TP. We're getting close. Getting very close. Very close to TP now. Damn, 48.58. So it's past my cells where I wanted my sell target at. It was at 48.68. Didn't think I'd see it happen in 1 4-hour candle. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But what can you do? You move my stop loss in profit? Okay, so it's a win either way. Good job, man. Good job. Alright, so let's see if this support holds. We can get a little pullback here. That's what I use these little key levels for. See if we get, not pullbacks, but just, you know, key levels to get respected. Retests. Areas where we get bounces. But I mean, the way gold is behaving, it's just been driving through pretty much every level. So maybe not. As fun as it is watching gold do all of this, like, yeah. Try to look at, you know, every day is a learning opportunity. Like, what can I learn from today's price action? There gold is going. It's ready to drop. It's just gonna fall out the sky. I've gotten in twice and ran out. Nice, nice. Why didn't you hold? Why is it you didn't hold? Confirmations. Or what to hold? Yeah, there's nowhere here I would have liked an entry. Usually I take a break at the lows. Confirmation price going to continue down, but you know, I would have wanted to maybe give it a big stop loss. And the way gold has been pulling back, not even pulling back, but some of these wick ups have been pretty big. Like, look, this is 140 pip top wick, and then drop 230. So I wouldn't want to risk it getting in at the break of the low, especially if we don't have a top wick. I mean, look, this current candle has no top wick. Let's see if gold just breaks this support. What's below here? What's below? We've got a couple key levels. Couple supports. Support. Man, 4700s. Big drop. Okay, we're still going. Look at NAS. Beautiful continuation pattern to come down. On NAS, 200 pips. Wondering how the USD is doing. 133 against the pound, not bad. Alright, new 15-minute candle. Damn. Look at this. Jeez. No top wick, just straight down. Wow, wow. $800 pips. And still going. So what's next? $47.62. Sorry guys. Next level down here. Then, I mean, if we keep dropping. Low. And then we're really bearish on gold if we break. Where was the last higher low? 4,300. 4,300 will be down here. Because this is the last place that gold pushed up from and made a new high. But if we'd made a high, if we'd made a new high in this time, this would have been the last higher low right here after the pullback. Another 15-minute continuation pattern. I don't really like those. I don't know whether I'm definitely gonna trade today. Definitely gonna trade today. I would like some sells, but I don't know when I'm gonna get the market structure I'm looking for. NYSE open in 10 minutes. So maybe get a pullback there, just a little pullback. And then price continue bearish after that. 200 pips. It doesn't even look that much like much of a big move. All right, let's see if we get a bit of a retracement here. Now, this wouldn't be enough of a pullback for me to then say, let me get into some sales. I still need to see actual structure formed. So a support, a 30-minute support, so a bullish candle, and then a resistance, another bearish candle after that, and then sells back down. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's see where gold closes. Let's see where it closes. Look at this. When did we start streaming? Day 12. Gold moved. Yeah, 1,000 pips since the beginning of the stream. Wow. Minute continuation pattern. This kind of move you have to catch from the top to survive the retracements. I hear you on that. I hear you on that. Yeah, you need I mean, not even so much, but just a good entry in general. All right, so we've got NYSE open right now and a little gap down. Right, we got to fill this gap either way and then probably come back down. Said will get smacked. Or that. Or that. Not much movement yet on NAS, which usually goes crazy. You think FOMC will still be sells? I do. I do think there'll still be sells. I think we're gonna have a big day today. So either we maybe push down to the 4700s or push down to the 4700s, or we pull back before FOMC and then sell back down to like the lows. But I still think a reaction to the rates being held steady is still going to be bearish in that first 30 minutes, or at least the first 15 minutes. And then at the meeting, depending on what, is it still Jerome Powell? Is he still the head of the chair? If it's Jerome Powell, then depending on what he says at the meeting at 6:30 UK time, because obviously the clocks move forward. So the meeting that happens after the rate drops, that's you know where we'll hear more information, I guess, on the planning, what's going to happen. But from what I know and what I've read, the rate drops aren't coming anytime soon, so that still should be bearish for gold. Now, unless, I don't know when Jerome Powell's term is up, when the new guy that Trump wants in is going to come in, he might have a different tone, but usually interest rates are decided by the whole party, by all the members. It's a vote and then they decide. So just because he's changed the head of the Fed doesn't mean things are just going to start happening straight away. And again, you can follow the dot plot, which is free to view on the Federal Reserve website once the meeting notes drop, and then you can see how everyone's voting, which then lets you know how people are feeling about changing the rates. If it becomes like 50-50 or one side's leaning more towards the other, then you know how future interest rates are going to play out. Yeah, you should check it out. Sorry guys, nothing much is going on right now. Nothing much is happening right now, is it? Oh, pushing up. This might be the retracement we were waiting for. Maybe. Just getting excited just to see a green candle. Excited to see a green candle. Sorry, someone's at my door. Oh, this is good. This is good. Get a little push up. Get a top wick for this candle here. Just a bit of a retracement. Yes, we have a candle close above the change of character. Oh, what time frame are you looking at? M1. Oof. My least favorite time frame, can't lie. Price already moves quick on shoot. Most time frames. It's aggressive. I know it's very aggressive, man. Very aggressive. Super aggressive. Especially on gold. Especially on gold. Gold is probably the last pair that I would look at using the 1 minute time frame. Just because it's so volatile. Gold can move a couple hundred pips in like 5 minutes. I can't even imagine what the 1 minute time frame looks like. There we go. So we made the top wick, and we'll most likely close below. Next candle, either respect this support, continue up, or we continue to sell back down. Boom, 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 boom. Is that all we're getting? Let's see what the other 4-hour candle's looking like. So the and the 4-hour closed right on the support, made a nice bottom wick. Bit more of a top wick. 4-hour continuation pattern to come down. Alright, so we got the top wick. Man, if people weren't patient, gold is definitely teaching you patience. If you wait on gold, definitely teaching patience. If you can withhold the pullbacks, if you can hold through, I mean, if you can catch the top moves and hold to TP, if you have a far out TP, because these 4-hour levels, they're not close. Mickey, your structure is coming for short buys. I don't even think I want to take buys when gold has moved down this much. I was a bit more comfortable with buys a bit earlier up, but now it's hit my TP, it's hit my sell TP for the day. So I kind of want to take it easy because these are big moves. These are big candles. 300 pip 30-minute candles, 300 pip 1-hour candles, 500 pip 1-hour candles. Yeah, big moves, big moves, big moves. But it would be perfect. It's the structure I want is not for buyers as well. It's to get into sells. So I want the support, and then I want the resistance to then retest the lows. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, you got in on the retest of the fair value gap, but it pulled back and hit my break even. Damn. So we kind of have a theory here. We have a theory here. When the 30-minute candle or 1-hour candle doesn't have a wick on either side, what can happen is the next candle can push up. So in this case, right here, this candle didn't have a top wick. This candle pushed up. We came into that area, which is kind of like a liquidity sweep. And then we generally tend to close below that area, below the area that doesn't have a wick. So we've seen it a lot of times on this stream. A lot of times. Now, it doesn't mean the next candle won't continue bullish, but price always gets drawn to candles without top wicks. Yeah, that's kind of, you know, just a little something we look out for. So we were talking about this candle up here not having a top wick, but it just kind of has a top wick, but it's very small. But for a 4-hour candle, you would expect this candle to have a top wick. Can kind of see it, but it's not great. At 3 minutes, let's see how this new 4-hour candle opens. Now, if we close on this range right here, I would expect a retracement. I would expect a bit of a retracement with the new 4-hour. All right, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, Goldie. This is nice though. Getting a support right here. Close with a support, that'll be great. Blockchain coming, hopefully, that'll be amazing. That'll be amazing. Beautiful support formed. We closed below. Previous candle open as expected. So now we've got the new 4-hour candle opening. Then finally, mom. So what I want to see is we got a little we got a support, so maybe we push up a little bit more, and then we create a resistance, and then we continue the sells back down. Because I don't think the sells today are over. I don't think the sells today are done. Maybe even a retest if we're lucky, but to be honest, because these old levels are broken, I don't really consider them. No, it looks good so far. Bit of structure for us. Man, this move was so strong, it's not even on the page no more. What a beautiful drop. So a nice closure below here. Nice closure below. Retest, drop. But these supports, I want to get in selling into these supports and stuff. Makes me cry when you miss a drop like that. Listen, I was just watching it drop all morning. Just watching it fall. Waiting, planning to get in. And then it just wasn't giving me any setups. It wasn't giving me any setups. This is good though, it's a good sign. Little retracement. This is very good. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it here, man. I'm gonna leave it here. You see what I'm looking for. So just a bit more of a push up, a resistance, and then sells from that resistance to come back down. Now, hopefully we get a good retracement. The bigger the retracement, the better, because then that will create my range. So if I get a resistance formed up here, say, you know, I get a resistance up here, push up, then I've got at least like this kind of range to play with for the sells to come back down. Wouldn't even mind a retest to this broken 4-hour level. So where's this at? Yeah, a good range. This is good little pullback, perfect. And then I can jump in on some sells coming back down. Well, I think this 4-hour candle here, I think we get a little bit of a retracement. I'm not taking buys. I'm not going to take buys. Even though I think we're pulling back, I'm not going to take buys. Not when gold is this bearish. Look at that nice little 70 pips right there though. But yeah, guys, I will see you guys I would have streamed FOMC, but I'm not going to be around at that time. But yeah, we'll talk about it in the Discord, what we're looking for, the setup. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I still think we're going to get some sales during FOMC, but I'm definitely going to wait for the conference half an hour later. That's going to be where the fun stuff happens. Let's see if we push back into the 4900s. But yeah, guys, peace out, and I will see you guys tomorrow, where we have a bunch of pound news, GJ news, because we've got pound yen. But yeah, if not, we'll see what happens for unemployment claims. Alright, guys, peace out, and yeah, I'll see you in the Discord.